Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, entering left downwind, runway 23, Springfield.
Corner traffic, 702, turning left base, runway 36, Gardner.
Gardner traffic, Cherokee 5785, uniform is about 9 miles out, inbound on the practice VORA approach, Gardner.
Corner traffic, 070 Hotel, turning final runway 36, Gardner.
Okay, we're a little... Oh. I want to do... for 80.
The rest of you in there? Go ahead. Yeah, we're heading out for a little while. Harold will be back around here probably by 11 o'clock.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, turning base, runway 23, Springfield.
Field left traffic, 17, LA.
I think my base was too short.
This is wider than we were last time.
No, I mean,
we were at about 45 degrees from the runway. See how this base here is just a tad bit longer?
right.
That give you a little bit more
Yeah.
time.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, turning final, 23, Springfield. A little high.
That's good. That's what the extra runway's for.
Get over there, get over there.
Springfield traffic, Champ 81,
Little balloony.
29er, holding short, 523, landing Cherokee.
Ah, that explains it.
What's that? Oh,
Look at the windsock.
She's changed on us.
That's fine. A couple knots of crosswind is nothing.
Alright, I didn't like that.
Okay. You want me to demo one?
Yeah.
Okay, my airplane. I want you to follow
Got
along
it.
on the controls. Yep.
Alright.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo is on upwind runway 23 Springfield. Why don't you follow?
Champ 81, back taxi, 23 Springfield.
I want you to follow along on the controls with me.
Okay.
It's 500 feet, start left-hand turn. A little bit too much. Keep coming. Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, turning left downwind runway 23, have the back taxiing Champ in sight.
You got a plane landing.
Yeah,
there.
taking off, or he's back taxiing. I got 100 feet more to go.
Did he announce he was?
Yeah.
I kind of barely heard him.
Yeah, he's got one of those handheld deals. This is just to get us straight and level here.
Gardner traffic, Cherokee 85 uniform is 2 miles out on the practice VOR.
Oh, so
for that traffic, Gardner.
based off what he's going to do, we're going to do a 360 here.
Give him a little time.
Yeah.
Traffic, bird 5168, Golf, factoring downwind 02 Hawthorne.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo. Send right 360 on downwind for back taxi traffic.
52 Romeo, Campbell is going to hold at the turnout for you and let you land.
Thanks, Paul.
What's he gonna do?
Going to go to the cutout.
Oh, okay.
This will just give him plenty of time.
Yeah.
Reason he's using, he didn't fly his airplane after annual, so.
And Gardner traffic, 85 uniform via midfield.
So you really didn't get that. Look how he hardly went anyway.
We're gonna do another 360.
Yeah, no, this will work out fine now. Okay, so our biggest things here, we're at our 1600. So if you exclude that whole, like, let's try to just get here, this is the point that matters. Let's aim inside the hill here, get ourselves some consistency worth of deal here.
Right.
So, okay. Right about 100, kind of like what you'd come into the pattern like. We're straight and level. Okay. All of our checks are done. We're coming up a beam. Let's start gradually bringing our throttle back. We're going to bring it right back to 1700. There we go. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4. 5. Let's try 5. First notch flaps. Airspeed's coming down. Looking for that about 85 or so out here.
Chip 81, and turnout, holding short 523 for the landing.
There we go. I need a little more power to be better. 17 is what we're looking for. Okay, here we go. Coming up on our 45. Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, turning left base, runway 23 Springfield. See how it's still, even in today's world, how that nose just wants to keep dropping? So we're at 6 notches of trim. Looking for 85. Turning here, maybe a little tight on our base, but that's okay. Bring it in. And I'm going to bring this back to about 1500. What do you think? High, low, or just right?
I think you're just right. You're a lot tighter in than me.
Yeah, this was a little tight, but I could have gone a little bit more. And we're going to bring this in beforehand. Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, short final, 23, touch and go, Springfield. So we're at our 75. We've got a little bit of power, not much. Feeling that wind kind of keep us there, so we're going to end up with a little bit of a crosswind. Going to add a little power, see we're sinking a little bit.
Yeah.
See how much right rudder I've got in on this? Bring the power all the way out. Keeping that 2-3. It's going to end up with a little bit longer landing. Felt that sink right there. So see how we're just kind of flying right down the runway?
Right. That's
flying
what I
down the
was
runway. So you feel it, how it's kind of, we're keeping the fuselage straight.
Right.
See how straight that is? Okay, back to you for you to touch and go. You saw how the fuselage stayed straight and it made it easy for us to kind of fly down the runway?
So I was,
we're kind of ended up like this on the last little bit because of that wind. See how the wind's changed now? Now it's going the other way. Lovely. I don't know if that wasn't the perfect, that wasn't like the perfect world.
I know, but you were saying, like I was saying, fly down a little bit, though, instead of trying to do it all at the end. Yeah, I was trying to flare at the end and drop it in. You don't want to do that. You want to come in.
You got to kind of bleed off speed.
Right.
I mean, because you can come in at like 65, I guess, and you could just come in like this, bap, and just set it. Sure, I guess that works, but that's not really good technique. So you can't control the landing as well. I hope that was of some help. Well,
I liked your little. So we're still trimmed for your landing. Huh?
Yeah. So see, you got to go nose up some more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I trimmed it up a bunch, but you know, sometimes. So each day, so this is like drastically different. This is like the first cold day this year. So we're at negative 800 feet. I mean, the last time I flew, it was at plus 500. So, I mean, the amount of trim you may need is going to change depending on the day. And you saw us kind of change the power a little bit throughout the whole thing.
There's that plane he took off.
Yep, okay.
Springfield traffic 52 Romeo, downwind 23 Springfield.
It is by no means perfect, but I hope that gave you maybe some nuggets to be like, let me try something this way or that way.
Gardner traffic 225 to Lima inbound from the west, descending out of 2000.
And I ended up being a little tight on the base. I turned base just a little too soon.
See, it's that hill. It gets in the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to not teach people my bad habits. See, like, there's a thing called the riverbed approach. Someday I'll take you on one, and you'll think like, well, what the heck is this craziness? We're not all bush pilots yet. Yeah, we're aimed in a little bit more to the hill.
Yeah.
I think last time we were kind of aimed right at the top of that hill.
So we want to get down to
and
17.
And realistically, we can go almost right up next height to the hill. However, you know, I was very short. I was pretty tight. So, you know.
Pitching for 85. Be at 17. Pitching 85.
Yeah, so see how this is looking nice, like looking over your shoulder?
Yeah.
We're coming up about that 45 degrees.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, turning base, 23 Springfield. Still pitching for 85.
85, 80, 75. I know that's a lot of different speed changes, but realistically, it's a gradual speed reduction for you. There you go. Now you're looking here, you're like, okay, this is really where it's important. High, low, just right. High, low, just right.
We're looking pretty good, I think.
Okay, sounds good.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, turning final, 23 Springfield. Now on final, you want to be at what?
75.
75.
85, 80, 75. 5 miles an hour ain't difference for each.
Boy, that wind is whipping around.
Yeah, this is going to look out good.
Little fast.
Not worried about that sort of stuff. Straight on the runway, coming in. Keeping the fuselage straight, that's our big goal. Yeah, keep fly it down the runway. Yeah.
Fly it down the runway.
Yep, now, yeah, there you go. Keep holding it off, hold off, hold off.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Look at that. Let's try it one more time.
See, I told you I needed you to tell me what to freaking do.
That wasn't bad, right?
No, that was perfect.
See, rather than trying to flare at like...
Yeah, I know. That's what I was doing.
You tried to flare at like 50 feet.
I know. That's what I was trying to explain to you. I was like, I'm flaring too early.
That's okay.
You never listen to me.
Well, no, it's...
And then when I saw you do it, I said, that little fucker's doing that, what I wanted to do.
That's all you got to do is do what you want to do. Minus don't put us in the dirt.
Yeah.
No, it's,
needed a lot of rudder on that one. It's fun.
Yeah, well, the wind's whipped right around 180 degrees, so.
I know, but you have to learn how to do
No,
those.
you just fly it. I hate using the term just fly it, but that's realistically what you have to do. You have to, like, what's the situation? What's the airplane telling me? I mean...
West to east at 3,000 feet, just...
and probably 17 is maybe even too much for today because the density altitude's so low. You know, and that's the thing is like to kind of figure out what's the perfect one. I mean, we're not landing at some like 1,200 foot, you know, one way in, one way out strip where if we're not on the money, we're dead. You know,
you're not on some aircraft carrier.
Well, that's what the hook's for. There's some of have you ever flown with someone who lands on aircraft carriers?
No.
They're terrible. They break airplanes.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, downwind, 23 Springfield.
I love my military people, but man, when you land on an aircraft carrier, it's called an arrival, not a landing. You have to, I mean, you're landing on
a controlled crash.
Pretty much. That's why they have huge gear on those airplanes. You give someone, like, I did a checkout for somebody once in a 172, and our first landing was, I was like, what the fuck was that? It was like, that boom! He's like, that was awesome. And I was like, that was about the worst landing. Like, a pre-private doesn't even do that. He's like, what? That was perfect. Just like an aircraft carrier. I was like, but there's like 4,000 feet of runway ahead of us. We landed in the first 3 feet. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the struts are bent on the landing gear.
Yeah. We're going to do an annual on this thing now and you're paying for it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I probably over-exaggerated a little bit, but I was just like, this isn't your F-18, bud. Can't just drop it.
See the numbers. 1 notch of flap. Pitch for 85. Pitch for airspeed. Don't pull up.
And you get the little voice on the train. Pull up. Pull up.
Here is
I find usually the longer the final you can give yourself, usually the better off you're able to kind of correct. Because that's where like the base is kind of the hard decision. You're like, okay, I'm on base. Am I high, low, or am I just right? And that's kind of where you can make some, some adjustments and then find. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Right now, Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, turning base, 23 Springfield. Jeez. Get some wind blowing in there.
2 knots.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, turning final, 23 Springfield.
That's looking good. I kind of brought us in a little high on the one I demoed. This is looking more what we're looking for. See how we're a little bit lower angle of approach than we were kind of before? Right. This is more what we're looking for, where you're going to end up holding the power a little bit longer. See, so as we keep slowing up to that 75, we're not kind of just, we're not diving in, or we're kind of flying towards the runway.
Keeping it straight.
Yeah, there you go. Now I see how we're like, we've got the runway made. Right. Gradually start bringing that throttle off. There you go. See how that looked, how that felt? Yeah. That's feeling a lot better.
Line it up, line it up. Fly it down, fly it down.
Just keep flying.
Power.
Just keep flying.
Add a little power. Oh,
that's okay.
That wasn't as good. Want to do one more?
Sure, why not?
Hardness State, Springfield traffic, Cherokee 8336 Romeo is 8 to the east, 3000 descending 23 Springfield.
He was 8 to the east, he said?
Yeah. You let me know we're in upwind 23.
Springfield traffic, 52 Romeo, upwind 23, Springfield. That wasn't as good as my last one. It kind of just sat up there a little bit.
Oh, did you feel as we kind of came over the threshold, it was like, whoa.
It dropped.
Yeah, we kind of got about a 3-knot tailwind right now, so it's kind of changed all the way around.
Do you want to do another runway?
No, we'll just finish this up on 2-3, because we've kind of adjusted into the changing winds, and like the fuselage was straight. I'm very happy with how things have progressed.
As long as you're happy.
You're the customer. Got to keep you happy.
Hey, customers not always happy.
That's true.
They can be pretty bitchy sometimes.
Yeah. No, luckily, I can choose who I work with. So. The advantages of running my own gig.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, downwind 23, Springfield.
traffic, Cherokee 8336 Romeo is still to the east. We have the downwind traffic inside. I'll maneuver to go in behind you, sir.
He said he had us in sight.
Yeah, we're good. He's going to come in behind us. Number 2.
Traffic Warrior 40925 is 10 miles to the south. We'll be entering straight in runway 34, Jeffrey.
Traffic track 350, expects 8 miles northeast, descending through 6,500. Will be overflying the field for a left downwind runway 1, Rutland.
And so see, by giving ourselves that longer base where we almost hug the hill,
Right.
it almost gives you that perfect final.
Pitching for 85.
You get a nice view of Wellwood Orchard.
Need to go over there and get some apples.
Look at all the people there.
I know.
It's prime season. Probably they're there for the cider donuts.
Oh, that sounds good.
Traffic, Arrow 79 at Charlie is 9 miles to the north, 4,500 feet, turning west.
Yeah, like in the perfect world, which is basically what we've been able to reduplicate, you leave the power set the whole time.
Right.
You're not like, wah, wah, wah. It's just one, not good for the airplane, two, kind of makes it look like you don't know what you're doing.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, turning base, Springfield. 23.
Orange traffic, skydiver's under canopy, over the field, and north of the field, 5,000 and below.
Springfield traffic track 350, expect.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, turning final, 23, Springfield. Come on. Get over there.
Fun, just take your time.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 36 Romeo, left downwind 23, full stop Springfield.
There he is.
Yep. That's Jerry Smith. He's a CFIG for the Glider Club. One of the better ones. Very knowledgeable.
That's it. Fly it. Straighten it up.
Keep flying it. Yep. Very nice, look at that.
Yes. All right, let's end on a good note.
That's a good one. Okay.
Get up here so this guy can
Yep, sounds good.
get us out of here.
Yeah, so see how the wind's been fucking all over the... Fuck this thing. I hate the wind.
Stupid wind. Along with that stupid hill over there.
Hills don't bother me.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 36 Romeo, left base 23, full stop Springfield.
Springfield traffic, Cherokee 52 Romeo, clear of all runways, Springfield. That plane's cool.
Yeah, that's the new tow plane for the Glider Club. It's Call Air.
Brand new.